Hello. Hello. Hi everyone. I'm alive. I'm back. Let me turn on the other music. There. Cool. Hello. I am back. I'm so happy to be back. Hi Pyro, thank you for donating. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I miss you guys so much. Oh my goodness, it's been too long. But I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to be doing tarot. I think that break was good, although the first couple days, it was hard because I was like, oh, but what if I just like recorded, you know, some of like TikToks, YouTube shorts for the future, whatever, and I was like, okay, no, I need to actually give myself an actual break. Let me put my spirit there. There we go. Yeah. Tonight we still the moon. Yes, 'tis I am back. How are you guys doing? Pyro, I missed you. I missed you guys. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys have been doing good. I had a good break. It was nice. It was very busy, but it was nice. I hung out with family and stuff I haven't seen in a while. And yeah, honestly, I feel like it was good because I just like, I felt like I was getting a little burnt out doing so much tarot and other things, you know. Yeah, I think it was good to just kind of take a break from it. And I did a lot of drawing. I actually was drawing and stuff because I was like, okay, now's the time, because I feel like I don't prioritize drawing and doing art as much as I used to, even though like I love doing it. So I drew a lot. I was on that art grind. Yeah. Okay. What am I doing? Let me take out my stuff. Rest of my stuff. You go here. Let me pull out my cards. If anyone is new watching, hi, hello, I'm Moon. If you would like a free tarot reading, you're welcome to join the freebie queue by doing !join in Twitch chat. If you're on YouTube, you can ask and I'll add you to the queue. If you want a guaranteed reading during stream, you're welcome to donate to my Kofi. That is optional, but you get a guaranteed reading and it's more cards. But yeah. You were working on your calligraphy? Ooh, that's cool. I've never done calligraphy, but it looks really fun to do. Although I don't know how good I would be at it, to be honest. Like, I think I've used calligraphy brushes on like my iPad, but I haven't actually like used actual real brushes. Amulet charm full of paper. Ooh, that's so cool. That's very cool. Hey Moon, guess what? What is it, Oath? Tell me all your thoughts. We're back. Glad to have you back, Oath. Wow. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I love you too, Oath. Okay. Got that stuff out. Wow, I gotta get into my flow again. Okay, I don't think anyone has joined the freebie queue yet, I believe. Yeah, the queue's empty, okay. Let's see what Pyro said, if Pyro said anything. Overall, I'm glad you took your time. Yeah, I was like I said at the beginning, I really had to like tell myself like, Moon, you need to actually rest and do things. So, but then after a couple days, I was like, okay, this is kind of nice. I'm just kind of. I mean, it was also slightly chaotic because my family is a little chaotic. That's okay, because I love them. I enjoyed my time with them. Kofi. Yeah, I feel refreshed, and we got the next root session tomorrow. Root session number 3. Ooh, okay, let's see what Pyro said. Oh wait, that's exciting, Pyro. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I love reading. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Oh, also the Biwi boops. We gotta do. You guys gotta see the Biwi. Of course, of course, of course. It's been too long. If you're not in my Discord server, or if you are and you haven't noticed, I have accidentally started a cult, a Biwi cult. A few of my friends now have bought Biwis themselves. So here is the supreme leader of the Biwi cult himself. Biwi! Here is your boops. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. But yes, we now have a Biwi. Oh my god, he looks so cute like that. What the heck? He's all cozy for the winter. Look at that. Yeah, oh my god, it's so cute. And hi, Nix. Hi. I hope you're doing good today. Look at him. Look at him. Now you need Christmas. You're so right. You're so right. I don't know where I could find. Actually, do I have? I might have like. Well, I don't know if I have Christmas ones. I have like so many plushies and stuff like that. I might have tiny clothes from. I don't know. I just have random things like that sometimes. So. If I can make him a little hat or something, that'd be cute. That'd be cute. That would be so cute. Oh god. But, okay, I had a thought. I'm like, okay, maybe I could do a small reading for myself first before I do other people's readings, because I'm like, you know, I realize I never really read my own tarot on stream much. And also, to be honest, I don't read tarot as much for myself anymore, as I probably should. So I'm like, you know what? I could do a little reading for myself. Just a quick one. Let me take out these cards. They're still in the box. Let's see what we have for the moon. Although, sometimes, well, I don't know. We'll just do a more general one. Let's just, oh god. Some of the cards are flying out already. I don't know, I just had that thought and I'm like, I should probably do that. And then we will do Pyro's reading. Ooh, you're on a 5-stream streak, Nix. Wow, good job, good job. Yeah, I mean, well, I haven't, I think it counts just the next time the person streams, right? Unless I don't stream for a billion years. I don't actually know. Okay, what spread do I do for myself? That's the other thing, is I don't feel like I've like done my actual spreads for myself much. Because I created the spreads specifically for streaming because it helps me do the readings faster. Because like if you like at the beginning of streaming, my readings took even longer because I don't know, I just did it like more intuitively and just kind of whatever. And then I was like, okay, I need a little more structure so I can actually like get through these a bit better. And also I think it's helpful for some people if they're not quite sure what they want or whatever. I think it's worked out well so far. But yeah, okay. Ooh, let's do General C for myself. Because that one has my Animal Spirit Oracle cards. Okay. You have a 24 stream streak with Remy. That's crazy. I think I lost my Botan streak. Because I wasn't really watching people's streams much either. Because I was just busy. Man. I did that for a couple people. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Water. Are you gonna join the Biwi cult oath? Oath, if you look, you can send a photo of your Biwi if you get one. Okay. Focus man. Alright, let's pull my current energy. Actually, I guess I could show you guys this. Alright, let's see what's in the cards for Moon. I don't really do. I think it's been too long since I've actually done a proper reading for myself. That's. Yeah. Okay. What is Moon's current energy? Oh yeah, by the way, I just love how people have found their own ways to buy a Biwi, because I got my Biwi as a gift and I don't know where it's from exactly. So people have just gone out of their way to just to find Biwis and buy them, which I love. Okay. What is Moon's current energy? It's hard to shuffle like this. I don't shuffle like this for a reason. Okay. Nope, I'm doing my old one. There we- oh. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I got 2 cards. I got Crow and Moth for my current energy. Both air types. I love this card. It's so pretty. And the color- gosh, I'm so glad I invested in this camera, because like, look at how well you guys can see the colors now. Moon, I cannot find your color Biwi anywhere, by the way. The closest was mine, and mine is all- yeah, that's the other thing is like, I don't know where mine came from, but it's the exact purple I like. So it was meant to be. Supreme Leader Biwi. Okay, so that's my current energy. Let's do my possible future. I think the person who got it for me got it from like a pop-up shop type of thing. So like the people selling it probably got it somewhere online, like in bulk or something. That kind of thing, you know. I like how people are just doing deep dives on Biwi. But yeah, it's holiday season. I'm so excited. Did you guys like the beginning music I used? I did that last year. It's holiday themed. From a game I used to play. Okay. What is Moon's possible future? What is Moon's possible future? Okay. For my possible future, I got the 10 of Wands. Okay. And finally, for my advice card. Also, I got Ron her birthday Christmas. Oh, nice! Yeah, isn't it Ron's birthday tomorrow? That's exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, Ron's birthday. I think I saw she's setting up like a birthday card thing in her server, which is a really cute idea. Like people can like write her messages and stuff. Okay, what is the advice for Moon? I created a quick e-card. Oh, that's nice. Okay, advice card. Oh, okay, wait, is this reversed? Okay, no, it's not. I got... This is either the page or the knight. I always forget with this deck, which... Something of cups. Cups. The page of cups. Ah, okay. Okay. Alright, this is the reading for the moon. Okay, so very air type energy right now. Very flowy, which I think makes a lot of sense with me. Okay, let me pull out these pages real quick. Oh, it's so weird doing a reading for myself on stream. Okay. Oh, the moth's the first one. Okay, so the moth. So we have impulsive, hasty, wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. Ooh. That resonates. When in balance, enthusiastic, whimsical. When out of balance, idealizes others, jittery. To bring into balance, finish a project. I feel like they're calling me out a little bit. It's so true. I have so many things I'm working on. And you know what's funny? I was talking with a friend last night and we were looking at like the MBTI personalities, and I'm pretty sure we were talking about how like some of the questions and things are the things in like my personality type where like, you know, I definitely struggle finishing things. I start so many things and then I get distracted or I start a new thing, you know, ADHD brain. But anyways, okay, let's look at the crow. Yeah, okay. So we got the crow card. Spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. The crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities: past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, clear. When out of balance, ungrounded, hypersensitive. To bring into balance, daily meditation practice. I have been trying to meditate more. But also in general, yeah, people who get this card, I note the like intuitive psychic aspect to this card a lot. It also reminds me of like crows, witches, and stuff. But yeah, okay. In my possible future, I got the 10 of Wands. I do be busy. I do be busy. I do be doing a lot. But honestly, I'm excited. I feel like... Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited because the break was really good because I feel like I was kind of like burning out a lot, but now I feel ready to jump back into it with more of a plan, especially with the TikTok and YouTube shorts. I think I've decided I'm only gonna post like 2 of those a week because I was trying to post like at least like 4 or 5, and while I was able to do that, drained me because not only am I like recording them, I have to sit there and edit them and listen to my voice, and like it was a lot for my little brain, and it's just time consuming. It's just been time consuming doing that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record a batch of them probably at like the beginning of the month, and then that way I'll be able to edit just a couple each week. But yeah, I'll probably start posting those again next week. So I hope you guys have been liking that. They've actually been doing a lot. They've been doing pretty well. A lot more than I expected, to be honest. Both on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok. Though it's interesting because on YouTube Shorts, I feel like they do better like right away. Well, it kind of depends. But then on TikTok, it'll just like randomly have a spike like a week or two later. It kind of depends though. But yeah, I'm gonna be busy, which, not surprised, I do a lot all the time. So that doesn't surprise me. Now my advice is the page of focus. Focusing on my emotional well-being and my connections with others. I think that's something that I do struggle with, is like, I definitely struggle balancing like my relationships, just because I don't know, it's kind of like that work-life balance. Like, you know, I definitely struggle, like, you know, sometimes responding to people or things like that. But I have been working on that. I think part of it is because like I only have so much energy, and I'm very introverted and also pretty empathetic. So it definitely drains me interacting with people, even if they're people I like being around, you know. But yeah, cool. Ooh, this is, well, I haven't really looked at this card much. Look, there's a little heart on this guy. It's like an eel. Interesting. Well, there's the moon reading. I'm an extrovert introvert. I think I can like get hyped up when I'm like around my friends and stuff like that, but like I get so tired. That's why sometimes I'll need a whole day to just like, you know, just be to myself and just chill and like watch YouTube myself or whatever, you know. Okay, Pyro, let's do your reading, and then I think there's one person in the queue. Yeah, G Hivis. I recognize your username. I don't remember if you've told me how to say your name, so I apologize if I forgot. But yeah, let's do Pyro's love reading now. Yay! Okay. Okay, that's exciting. You're dating a pretty lady from the other side of the news, coming to me, there's fine to me. Just want to see where this goes. Yay! Okay, I hope that goes well for you, Pyro. Oh my gosh. Okay, put these over here. Alright, what am I doing? Writing Pyro's name down. I gotta remember how to do things. Okay. Revive Pyro. And you want future love reading. You. Nice. No. I'm doing, Pyro's reading right now. Because Pyro donated at the beginning of stream, so I'm doing a donation reading right now, and then I'll choose a freebie. Okay. Let's pull some energy cards for you. Wait, where did my pinned message go? I just realized it's gone. Did I not save it? No. Okay, hold on. Manually. Okay, there we go. That should stay. Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. What day is it? It's Wednesday. Why does it feel like a Monday to me? Probably because I'm streaming. Okay. Those cards. Now let's pull your possible future card. I have missed this. I have missed this. Okay. Okay. Honestly, how did you guys sleep last night? Because I definitely did not sleep as long as I should have. Like, I went to bed late and then I woke up early. And I probably could have slept in a little more. But somehow, even with like very little sleep, I'm able to just have energy sometimes. Which, I don't know. I'm weird like that, I guess. Like, I swear, I think I might have only gotten like 4 hours or something. Usually sleep like a rock every morning. I don't wake up till like 1 to 2 p.m. I have those days. Although I like try to wake up in the mornings. It depends though. Like sometimes I'll have like a tiring day and then I let myself sleep in. Yeah. Okay, which one am I using for this one? We'll do this one for the best. Okay. And for the advice, we'll use this one. Ow. I just struggle with sleep a lot because like even if I'm like tired all day, I just get energy at night. I'm just such a okay. Wow, they like pushed that card out of my hand. I don't even know how to explain how that just happened, but okay. Well, yeah, like I enjoy being awake during the mornings and stuff and like daytime. But I think like my natural clock just like, you know how like, you know, there's like night people and then there's morning people. And I think naturally I just am a night person. Like I just like, I gain energy at night. So then I get stuck. But anyways, let me get your timestamp now, Pyro. We be nocturnal. Like the little creature I am. Okay. That's all. We were doing this one. Okay. Does the chat say it's on slow mode for you guys? Or is that just my thing being weird? Okay. Pyro, revive. Is the music good? Is it too loud or anything? Okay. So, Pyro, your timestamp is 45 minutes and 1 second. So, since I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube right now, if you ever want to rewatch your reading, you can do so over on my YouTube channel. All my streams save there afterwards, and I usually put the timestamp in the comments below after stream. But yeah, okay. So future love reading. Wait, let me write down your timestamp before I forget. Okay, there we go. 45:01. Okay. So Pyro, representing you and your energy with this connection, we have the buffalo. Representing your person's energy with this connection, we have the turtle. And representing the past, maybe possible challenges within this connection, we got two cards. We got the 5 of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords. For your possible future with this person, message about that, we have the 8 of Wands. And for your advice card, we have the Page of Cups. The same advice card that I got. This might be the card of the day. This is the card that, like, I was just holding the deck and it just, like, fell out. Like, I was holding it like this or something and it just kind of, like, fell out. Which is interesting. Yeah. Like, I was just holding it to the side for a second. And then they were just like, boop. Okay. so the first thing I want to point out is this lightning. Okay, so that's so interesting. Okay. So it is making me think, so I've been watching a lot of Dan and Phil recently. I promise this is relevant. I've been obsessed with Dan and Phil, watching them recently. So something about that they talked about on their new podcast is how they saw together a very rare phenomenon called ball lightning. I don't know if you know what ball lightning is, Pyro. It's really interesting. I had never heard of it, but it's like a real thing that is like so rare to see. It's literally this phenomenon where lightning will strike and it'll turn into this ball for a second and it kind of like moves. And so they were together watching a lightning storm and they saw that, which is so crazy because it's like, it's a real thing. It's like a real thing people witness. But yeah, maybe you could look that up. But anyways, so brain, where's this going? I thought that was such an interesting thing, but also like a lot of people in the Dan and Phil fandom, like Dan and Phil just have such like a lovely like love story. There's so much, and like so many people are like they're soulmates, like they've just experienced such crazy like fate things or whatever. Anyways, so the lightning, that's what it was reminding me of, because I was actually watching a different Dan and Phil video from like years ago where they just happened to mention lightning, not ball lightning, but just lightning in general, and it reminded me of that, and now I'm seeing this. So there's something about that, and I think that tells me there is significance here. I think with this person, there is important things that you are going to learn with this person. I feel like it might be really exciting for you because I feel like you have already experienced a lot in your life. You've experienced so many things in so many different ways. You've had so many experiences, and I feel like this will bring new things into your life in a good way. It's also making me think of like a zap of energy, like, you know, like lightning, like there's quite literally a spark, right? Like what? And I think it's something that you probably you needed this kind of energy in this life right now, because I think you have been kind of energetically just kind of like declining a bit. Like you maybe have just gotten like kind of tired, just overall, especially probably in your love life, just like this tiredness, kind of feeling discouraged, and you know, kind of like those feelings you get where you're just like, man, am I ever gonna find love? Or, you know, I'm just tired, and just like, you know, just feeling discouraged, I guess, and tired. Especially when you feel like you've had experiences and then, you know, things didn't work out or whatever it is. But that's what I'm seeing is like, I guess expect this to be like lightning, I guess, if that makes sense. Which is interesting because this is earth energy. The buffalo, I do kind of get like grounded energy, grounded vibes. Let's glance at the buffalo page for you real quick. Buffalo are so cool. They're very cool. Where's the buffalo page? Hello. There we go. Okay. Okay, so the keywords are grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump at the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. Wow, that feels like such a pyro card. When in balance, trusting, pure essence. When out of balance, restless, lacks gratitude. To bring into balance, prayer. I don't know how to say that. Bhakti? Yeah. Grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. Ooh, now I just like saw a lightning rod in my head. Like a lightning rod like in the ground. You're using what you have learned from the past experiences to kind of aid you in this connection. I feel like you know and have felt like you have had so much potential, especially with your love life, and there's so much I feel you're willing to do for a person, and I think you've been waiting for the right person to give you the right chance. And I think a lot of things are going to start making sense to you. Maybe not right away, but Bhakti is a Sanskrit word meaning devotion, love, or attachment to a personal god, a form of this ultimate reality, or ooh. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, there's also just like this ancient like wisdom I feel with this buffalo energy as well. I think that's also just kind of your energy in general, Pyro. It's making me think of like buffaloes and herds and like Native Americans. I actually am part Native American. I do have a lot of Native American in me. But I'm like seeing these like herds. And like for a minute I was seeing like buffalo like running. But now I'm kind of seeing like a buffalo. Okay. I'm seeing this buffalo kind of like walking away steadily from the herd. I think you really are forging your own path. And I think you have found and are finding confidence in your own way as you move through life. And I feel like, whoa, I'm seeing like the lightning now, almost like different pathways you can take. I feel like taking risks in a reasonable sense is good here. I feel like, yeah, there's a message here about like just taking risks with this connection with this person. Okay. Now I want to focus on their energy, which I'm sure you're curious about. So we have the turtle, which is also, let's see. So this is a water energy. Turtle, where'd you go, turtle? Turtle page. I think you definitely need someone who can match your level with a lot of things, I think. I just feel you're like evolved in certain ways and see the world in certain ways, Pyro, that some people have not grown to that level yet. You just have an understanding of things that not everyone understands or is gonna get. And I think it's important for you to, and that's kind of what I'm seeing with this connection, like, I think this person might be like that for you, might be able to match you in that sense. In their own ways. It's definitely like, it's similar but different. Because, you know, I see like grasslands when looking at your energy, and then with them, like they're in the water, but they're in like the depths of the water. They're in this like darkness. And I notice how you're like, there's like this like light and like lightning, and then there's like darkness with them. But I feel, oh, and if you look, the triangles are like opposite as well. Honestly, I feel like people might underestimate this person. I feel like they, I don't know, I almost get like this like mysterious vibe with them as well. Like they I feel like they're very intelligent and have just like so much more depth to their world than they usually let other people see, or that most people just kind of like don't realize at first. Because I feel like almost people kind of do that with like turtles, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, like, it kind of reminds me of, oh, it's reminding me of that story of like the turtle and the rabbit or whatever, where like people are like, oh, like the rabbit's like, oh, the turtle's slow and whatever, I'm gonna win this race, but then the turtle outsmarts the rabbit or whatever. It's kind of like that thing. Like, I feel like this person, and honestly, they might not always see that about themselves as well. They might have some doubts, but like a yin and yang sort of, yeah. This person, yeah, that's the word that keeps coming up, is like depth, deep, like, and I think in a similar way to where you, certain people, I think only certain people can like connect with this person in certain ways. And maybe that's something they see in you. I feel like they don't like to let a lot of people close to them because a lot of people don't understand them or don't really see things the way they do, and so they're very picky. I think this person, I don't know, they might be kind of like slow with like revealing certain things about themselves, but I think if they have enough drive, enough interest, they will push themselves to do that. But it definitely feels like a very steady pace with them. I just heard testing the waters. Yeah, I just feel like you guys can teach each other. Like, this feels like very, I feel excitement from like, from spirit and your guides, and like, I don't have the exact words yet because it's like you're gonna have to learn these specifics yourself and like see for yourself and experience these things for yourself. But that's like what, it's like a calm excitement. It's like a comfortable excitement a little bit, like maybe a bit. I'm also kind of getting like that butterfly feeling, but like in a good way. I think you have been preparing for this for a long time. Through your experience in life, through your other relationships and connections. I feel a bit of like relief with this as well. And I think what's nice is like, I do see like the buffalo and the turtle moving at like a similar pace. So I feel like it might be a bit more stable than past situations have been. Okay. With the past and challenges, the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Swords talk about our thoughts, our headspace, mental space, communication. I definitely think this person might not be as outspoken as you are. Or maybe that's just kind of like a general struggle. I don't know if they're like... I guess that does kind of go back to that thing about their inner world. Their inner world being very reserved. Because like I see these swords like almost like a gate. And I'm noticing how this is dark, like this darkness. Like I think they might be very private, or they might just keep a lot inside. They might hold on to a lot internally. So I don't know if that's maybe like an issue, or just something about them that might just be in general a struggle, is like opening up about certain things, or maybe communicating about certain things, or it could even just be like it just takes a while for them. Like there's like a cautiousness. Let me see, let me glance at the guidebook for this one. I think they have learned to be very careful with who they let in, probably because of like what they have experienced. I think that's definitely where that comes from. Like it's not out of a place of like they do that to protect themselves. And I think even with the effort they may be putting towards you right now and in the near future with this connection, I think they still might be cautious. They might have walls up sometimes, and I don't know, that might be that could be like with specific situations or conversations. So that could be something you might notice the more you get to know them. Is like there's just certain things that it's like kind of out of reach, that they keep out of reach for a reason. I think they do struggle, especially in the beginning, like when starting any new connection. Because I have learned that she had a couple of bad, I believe, yeah, okay. I think anytime they do start a new connection in their life, they, yeah, it's hard to like kind of get past this like barrier she puts onto herself. But I think there is a certain point where like she'll start to feel more comfortable and safe depending on you and depending on, you know, whoever the person is. But yeah, I think that's something maybe to know, is just like, I don't think when she's like that, it's necessarily like directly because of you. It's just more so like there are these barriers that she has to protect herself, and it takes a while to lower those, especially when there's something new starting, despite like how interested she may be, you know. I think those are, even if she's worked on that, I think those are still things that like still affect her, you know. She might have her good days and bad days. I think there's a lot of patience here. A lot of patience that is needed. But I feel like you both are able to kind of give that energy, which is good. Okay, with your possible future. And remember, anytime I talk about the future, take it with a grain of salt. The future's always changing, energy's always changing. I could be right, I could be wrong, but the Eight of Wands. So that's interesting. It's making me think again about like taking risks. You might both be taking risks in the near future. Things might actually move kind of fast at one point. But it's like this air of like excitement, or just like you're talking a lot, or doing a lot, or making plans, or there's like this wind I'm seeing with this Eight of Wands. So I don't know if it feels like that right now, but I think it definitely could become more like that, especially you guys meet and you just like really connect. Yeah, I see a lot of movement between you guys in the future with this. Although I almost see it as like I'm seeing a roller coaster. Like right now you guys might be kind of like going up the hill, and then at one point you might reach a point where things like feel like they're going really fast. But I feel like I think it is good to, you know, like sometimes remind yourself to slow down and be cautious, but like there's this, I keep hearing risks. Like I feel like maybe risks are hard for her to take, or maybe I don't know, there's just something about like kind of like taking that chance. Like you're kind of like approaching these really important moments. You know, it's kind of like now is the time, I just heard. Or like lightning, like how things just like happen and you just gotta like take that chance. So maybe there will be a specific opportunity where you might have to just take like a choice that might kind of feel a bit more risky, or just I don't know, but it's kind of like taking that leap. And I feel like for both of you, you need to allow yourself the permission to do that almost, because I feel like so many people hold themselves back in so many ways, right? And considering you both have kind of like more grounded type energies, I feel like maybe a condition that hasn't been set yet, almost like yeah, like it's so weird because it's like I'm trying to like get a specific word, but I can't. So I don't know if I'm not supposed to like, well, there is things I'm not supposed to know, but yeah, that's just what they keep telling me in my head, like, or that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting is just like something about risks and taking that leap, and like this just like rare moment and opportunity that has been forming. And ooh, I just looked up, I have like words on my wall here. I see the word victory. it's also kind of like that thing of like maybe allowing yourself to just like do things and experience things and have fun and just experience things as like a human and like two humans connecting. I don't know. But yeah, that feels really interesting and exciting. I'm so curious about this, and I really hope this goes well. I mean, you two feel pretty compatible. But finally, with your advice card, the Page of Cups, the one I got earlier, which I will read that page for you. I don't think I read it for myself. Here's the page. I'll read it. I don't think you can read this very well. But it says, this figure can be seen as a pure heart, full of curiosity and enthusiasm. Oh wow, I feel like this is tying this together so nicely. Life brings unexpected opportunities. Welcome them joy. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? Okay, hold on. Wait, I'm excited. This is like what? Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna start over. This figure can be seen as a pure heart, full of curiosity and enthusiasm. Life brings unexpected opportunities. Welcome them joyfully. This card suggests you trust your intuition, feel the sweet excitement, and see the world with child's eyes. That's wow. Forehead like by my spirit. I think this is kind of just like, oh, that might be what it is. It's like, allow yourself to be open again and just like I guess more so that energy of like taking risks could also be like, just take that risk of loving again, of being open again. You know, don't let yourself be too discouraged by past things. And that may be hard sometimes, but I think keeping an open heart is so important. And I think it's almost like a skill, to be honest, that a lot of us have to learn. Because the truth is, we're going to get hurt by people. We are going to be disappointed, we're gonna go through stuff, because that's just part of the human experience. But, I think it's very important to try to still... It's very brave to still love, despite what you've been through. A lot of people let that bitterness get to them. And I think that's very understandable. You know, I think it's important to, especially with certain situations, you know, deal with what's happened and like, you know, but that's something I try to do as well, that I work on, or trying to work on, it is still being loving and trusting despite what you've been through. Because that's how you're going to find that energy back. You know, you can't completely... I think it's impossible to like completely avoid just like getting hurt again. You know, it's gonna happen, but I think love, whether it comes from romantic feelings or platonic feelings, feelings with family, friends, wherever it comes from, love is so worth it, and it's so important. It's worth it to open up your heart again and love again. And I know it's scary, and I also feel like I'm channeling this not just for you, Pyro, but for other people who may need to hear it. It's scary, but I think it's very important, and it is worth it. And I think if we give ourselves and others a chance, we will find people who are meant for us and who will love us. That absolutely exists out there for every single person. So I think that's a general advice, is just allow yourself to love again. Allow yourself to welcome these opportunities. even when it's hard, because I know you do so much and give out so much love to others, Pyro, that you absolutely, you're more than deserving of that energy back and what you've given out to the world. So trust that. Trust that despite everything, that love is still out there for you. I feel so emotional now. But yeah, I like this energy a lot. I really like this energy. I really hope things go well for you, Pyro. This seems very sweet. This seems very sweet. And I think it's cool that like ball lightning thing I was talking about at the beginning. Because I think Dan and Phil have like such an incredibly sweet and cool, like I said, love story, relationship. Like I could yap about it, but I'm not gonna get into that right now because I could yap about that for a long time. But I love their relationship because I think their relationship is very sweet. And the fact that that's coming up in your reading, that tells me that that's gotta mean something good. So yeah, keep your head up. You got this. I'm excited for you. I'm sending you love and hugs, Pyro. Thank you again for supporting me and just being a good friend in general. To me and so many others. You do so much and you deserve good things. You deserve this, and I really do hope this goes well for you. But yeah. Welcome back, Calamir. Welcome back. Okay, we are gonna choose a free reading now. We will go on a quick ad break. And then I'll choose the next free reading. So, if you haven't already, to get a free reading, you can join the freebie queue by doing !join on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you can ask and I'll add you to the queue. And yeah, okay. We'll go on a quick little ad break and then we'll get to the next reading. I think there's only, I think 2 people in the queue. Yes, okay. I will see you guys after the ads. Okie doke. Boom, boom, boom. Hello, I am back. Hi, Dragon Wolfen, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Okay, we are gonna pick the next free reading. So, last call, join the freebie queue, exclamation point join on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you can ask and I'll add you. I will choose it in like a couple seconds. Let me put these cards away. Wow, it's nice doing a stream where I do feel like refreshed. Doing tarot and all that. Doing not bad. That's good. And welcome back. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I feel a lot better after the break. And I'm excited. And I also really want to do an art stream sometime soon. I know I keep saying that, but I keep thinking it. And I did a lot of art over my break. And yeah, I think that'd be fun. Okay, let's see. Okay. Who is gonna be the next freebie? Okay. Alright, the next freebie is gonna go to... Calamir, are you still here? La, da, da, da. Hello, hi. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing good. So, let me know what your question is, and if you would like, you can choose from one of my freebie spreads right here. But that is optional. No worries. Just let me know what kind of reading you're wanting. And I'm gonna write you down. Okay. Well, I have multiple potential love interests. Ooh, but don't feel like any of them will move forward. So let's try. Let's see. Ooh, okay. What brings you together? What pulls you? What needs you? Okay. Okay. So do you want this to be about like any specific person, or should we channel messages more so about your love life in general and your energy towards these people, from these people? If you're able to, try the love. All right, yeah. I feel like, especially since you're like, there's multiple people, we'll just focus it more on like, yeah, just messages kind of about your love life, stuff you should know, maybe. Yeah, okay. I can do that for you. Let me write you down. Man, I need to update this. Well, because I've been switching around the what pulls you apart and what needs your attention. I've been switching those two. But also, every time I look at this, at my spread thing, I'm like, I can see all the little mistakes and I just still have not fixed it. Like, some of the things aren't lined up quite right. It bothers me, but I never remember to fix it. Okay. Let me pull your cards and then I'll show you them after I'm done shuffling. So, okay, what deck are we using, Spirit? Okay, I'm gonna pull out my Dungeons and Dragons deck again because I just saw that in my brain. Kapani! Kapani, you're alive. And awake. That's good. I'm glad. It sounds like you were sleeping. That's good. I hope you are well rested. Here is your fairy Winkwonk. Oh. Hold on. There it is. Kapani! Kapani! That's all he wanted from me. All this guy comes here for. But yes, I saw that in my brain, so we're gonna use that for one of the cards. Okay. What needs your attention with your mirror? Ooh, I forgot how good it is to shuffle this deck. Ah. Okay. What needs your... Ooh, this is a cool card. Whoa, okay, love that. Okay, what else are we doing, Spirit? Okay, what pulls you apart? Cards fell. I'm gonna reshuffle that. Oh, okay. Okay, and the last card, Spirit. What are we doing? What brings you guys together? Oh, okay. Okay, let's get your timestamp. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Copy. Paste. Doing your these. Alamir. Okay. So Talamir, your timestamp is 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 15 seconds. So, since I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, if you ever want to rewatch your reading, you can do so over on my YouTube channel. All my streams save there afterwards, and I usually put the timestamp in the comments below when stream is over. Okay. So, in your love life, what brings you together with other people? We have the Chariot. What pulls you apart with others? We have the Six of Swords. And for what needs your attention, we have the Five of Charisma. So we shall see. I don't know exactly what these correlate with the regular tarot, but I will still read the guidebook for this one, so. Yeah, okay. Let's start with what pulls you apart. So let me look at the keyword for that one. I'm pretty sure this is a six of swords. It could be 9, but I think it's Six of Swords, so we're gonna go with that one. Ooh, okay, so the word for this card is transformation. What pulls you apart? Okay, so what I'm kind of seeing is there's like, okay, with your love life, you may, you know, like, for example, you might, like, you know, start to date people. However you do that, you know, you might start to get to know someone and, like, you know, be casual with them and maybe go on a couple dates or whatever, and like you talk and stuff. But I think when it reaches a point where things could start getting, I guess, deeper, or I guess connecting more with them, like it's almost like taking a further step. I think there could maybe be some hesitation with that. Or maybe you feel uncertain when it starts to get to that point. And maybe that's when you kind of start questioning, like, like maybe this is the point where you question, like, do I want to move forward with this person? Do I see myself continuing? Do I want that with this person? And I don't know if maybe you just kind of, and maybe with all these people, you're kind of like, for some reason, maybe not willing to take that step. Because it's like reminding me of like the imagery in the Writer's Waite of, like, you know, there's a woman and a child in a boat, and there's the swords in the boat, and they're like kind of sailing away and moving on from the past. And I almost see it as like you're not quite, maybe it just never seems like you're ready to actually like move forward with someone and actually like take maybe, I don't know, just take maybe more risks or more steps, more effort to know someone. And I don't know if maybe that could also be on their side, other people's side, of like they are like, you don't see them like willing to take that step either, or they aren't like showing you kind of, I guess, maybe what you're looking for to do that. It could be them too. Yeah, I don't really risk. Yeah, I think it's probably like a mix, but I think like maybe you're kind of the type of person where you're just like, you don't like to try to push things, or especially with dating, like you don't want to like push things too much unless the other person seems interested. But I don't know if it could also be like a situation where you like both are doing that, so then like nothing actually happens, and maybe that's a sign within itself. But I guess like in general, that's kind of what's letting you know like this is kind of the reason why, is you keep making the choice to hesitate and not get on that metaphorical boat. And I think if you do want progression, I think at some point, if you especially when you feel like you are meeting the right people or person, you're going to need to get over this hurdle of like there might be a time where you might just have to like be the first one to kind of get on that boat and try to take that step to make some sort of progress. But if right now, like if no one, it feels like you're not like, if you don't really feel it with these people, then that's okay. You know, you can take your time still. Like I'm not saying to force it, but it's also kind of a message of like, you might need to try to put a little more effort into testing the waters, because I think you're good at like that first part of it, but I think you haven't. Right now, you're not really doing much more than that, and you might find valuable things by doing that. But that's also your choice, right? Also, hi, Mara Mira on YouTube. Hi, hello, I hope you're doing good. I will add you to the freebie queue. Just remember, free readings are chosen randomly, so if you or anyone else listening would like a guaranteed reading during stream, you're welcome to donate to my Kofi. But yes, I choose free readings randomly, so let me add you before I forget. One of them texted me just now and we're right now? Oh my god, wait, that's crazy. Is that a sign? I don't know, maybe it's a sign. I mean, that's up to you. Yeah, like, it's kind of like, I feel like this is kind of like a push of just like, hey, like, you're gonna keep seeing the same thing if you never get on that boat. Nothing's gonna change, nothing's gonna transform, as it said in the guidebook, if you don't at least try to take some risks, you know, and just try to figure things out. You know, like, put more effort into it if you're really wanting to see that change. But like I said, that's up to you. Like, if you're just not feeling it, like, you know, you also don't have to force yourself. But sometimes it's nice to push ourselves out of our comfort, you know? Okay, let me add Marwa Mira. There we go. Okay. With what brings you together, we have the Chariot. So this is kind of making me think of like connecting with like a little bit of energy of like maybe connecting to like the more playful parts of yourself, the parts of yourself that feel more young and free, like maybe even your like inner child a little bit. Like I feel like sometimes it's kind of hard to get comfortable with people like that, but I feel like when you're able to be like kind of silly or loving or just like playful with someone, like no matter how like you show that, it might, I think that's a good way people connect and like learn to feel safe with each other. So, you know, maybe that's a sign to like, I guess, don't be afraid to be yourself. Like, especially if you find yourself holding yourself back, or, you know, maybe there's just certain parts of your personality that you don't always show people. I I think by like letting out bits of like your inner true self, that's one way. Like people, I think people love to connect, like in general. And I feel like that's what I'm seeing for you, is like maybe you need more of that. Maybe you need more. Maybe it's like less energy of like, I guess this like, it's an energy I'm feeling with like being less serious and more just like approaching, I guess, your love life with a bit more whimsy. Like maybe you're a bit like kind of tired out, and maybe it's like things have been feeling dull. So I think connecting with those authentic parts of yourself and like showing that in some way, I think a lot of people are going to be very receptive to that. Hi Pink Heaven, hi! Welcome in, I hope you're doing good. We're gonna add to my angel number counter because you have 333 in your username. So if anyone sees any angel numbers, you're welcome to add to the angel number counter on my Twitch chat. !angel. But lots of responsibilities work, so trying to find those. Balance is important. But I think this kind of ties into what I was saying here, like, you know, taking more of that leap and push and putting that effort and putting more of you into dating. Don't just date for the sake of just dating. Like put more of yourself in it is what I'm kind of seeing. Yeah. Okay, and finally, for what needs your attention, we have the 5 of Charisma. But let's see what it says in this guidebook. Look at how we got this. Okay, let's see. Where's Charisma? 5 of Charisma. Here's the page in case you want to pause it. Okay. Okay, 5 of Charisma. Finding out how to move out of lack mentality and to enjoy the abundance in whatever form showing up in our lives. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's what I've been saying. Okay, finding out how to move out of lack mentality and to enjoy the abundance in whatever form showing up in our lives. Yeah, I feel like try to make it like just more fun, more enjoyable. Put yourself into things more. Like, I don't know, maybe you guys could do like a certain activity together that you both enjoy or are interested in. That's funny, I literally looked up at my wall and I looked at the word activity as I thought that. Yeah, like, I think putting more like emotional care into it, if that makes sense. Like don't just do things for the sake of doing it. Do it because you're passionate about it or you're interested, or because it feels fun and exciting. Do things that feel exciting, you know? Don't treat it like a chore, because then that's less authentic. And I feel like connecting with yourself in a more authentic way is really what's gonna help you here. Like following your like intuition, your internal compass, like whatever feels exciting to you, follow that. And maybe that'll help you with people as well, like finding the right person. You know, if something with someone feels more exciting, then follow that. Because I feel like our excitement really helps us navigate things more than we realize, you know? Yeah, because like if you look at this imagery of this card, like, you know, there's this like little guy. He's kind of in the dark. He's kind of just keeping himself hidden or whatever. So it's almost like the message here is like finding the opposite of this energy, like maybe going a bit out of your comfort zone, but also still doing things that are more fun and exciting for you. And don't be a Debbie Downer, I just heard in my head, because it's making me think of like the lack mentality it mentioned, you know, just especially if you've been disappointed in the past or had past things go wrong. Kind of what I was saying in Pyro's reading, like still you know, give things a chance. Like, it's a new connection, a new person. Go into it with a fresh energy. There's always hope for new things to blossom. But yeah, trying to find a time to meet her now. She's open for. Ooh, that's exciting. I hope that goes well for you, Talamir. That's exciting. Ooh, we really into the love relationships readings today. That's exciting. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna end your reading, Talamir. I'm wishing you the best of luck with that. Yeah. I hope this resonated. I hope it meant something to you. Remember, you can rewatch anytime over on my YouTube channel. And yeah, thank you for being here. That's exciting. Okay, we're gonna remove Almir. Okay. We're gonna go on a quick ad break. I like to take ad breaks between readings. Remember, if you're wanting a free reading, you can do !join on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you can ask and I'll add you. And just remember, free readings are chosen randomly. I will see how many more I can do today. But I do also have, Kofi donation readings open. If you want a guaranteed prioritized reading during stream, that is completely optional, but you get more cards and it's guaranteed. And yeah. Okay, so yeah, join if you haven't joined already while I go on BRB with the ads, and we'll get back to it soon. Okay, I am back. Hello, hello. Okay, we're gonna choose the next free reading in a moment. So exclamation point, join on Twitch if you haven't joined already. And if you're on YouTube, you can ask and I'll add you. I have already added you, Maramia. Or Maramira. Sorry. Hope I'm saying that right. Okay, I'm gonna put these cards away, and then we shall pick the next freebie. Okay. Who's in the list? Alright, let's see. Who's gonna be the next freebie? Okay. Okay. Maramira, are you still here on YouTube? Are you still here? Let me know, I'll give you a second, and if not, I will choose someone else. I'll give you, okay, let me look up a minute. I miss playing my music on stream. I think these are the chill vibes are nice. I'll have to try to get that up again. Okay, I don't know if they're here anymore. Let's see. They got a few more seconds. And I'm choosing someone else. Okay, okay. G. Hivis? I'm so sorry. Are you here? G. Hivis? Are you still here? I know you were here earlier. I'll give you a bit as well. They might also be gone, actually. Sag. Okay. This person hopefully is here. Hey Kevin, are you still here? Please let me know. Pink Heaven, you were here a minute ago. Okay, I'll give you like 30 more seconds. Let me check something. Okay, wait, who else is in the queue? That just leaves Dragon Wolfen. Dragon Wolfen! Are you here? Yippee! Okay, well, now it is your turn. You have been chosen, apparently, since everyone else has left the queue. So yeah, let me know what your question is, and if you would like, you can choose from one of my freebie spreads right here. And yeah. It's your lucky day. Oh, and I keep forgetting to do this. Just a little reminder, I do have a Discord server if anyone's not already in it. Just remember it's 18 plus, but also when you join, you do have to read and react to the rules before you can see the rest of the server. I noticed that some people don't always understand that. So yeah, you won't see the entire server till you react to the rules and stuff properly. But yeah, I would like to do what General C, please. Ooh, okay. Advice, current energy, possible future. Yeah, we can do that for you. Anything specific you would like me to focus on, or do you just want to see what Spirit has to say? Good old General C. I hope you've been doing well, Dragon Wolfen. I think I did ask you that. I do remember you responding to that, actually. But yeah, I'm happy to be back. What cards? We're gonna use the Animal Spirit. Alright, after I shuffle your cards, I will show you them and give you your timestamp. As you know, since you have been here since like the beginning, basically. Okay. Alright, what is Dragon Wolfen's current energy? Okay. And what are we doing for the possible future? Okay. Cool. Let's get your timestamp. Oh, also guys, we're only a few followers away from 300, and as a reminder, once I hit 300 followers on Twitch, I will be doing a chibi model debut, which I'm excited for. The model is so cute. So we're so close, I just need a couple more followers. Oh, did that not copy? Copy, there we go. Okay, so Dragon Wolfen, your timestamp is 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 18 seconds. So, since I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube right now, if you ever want to rewatch a reading, you can do so over on my YouTube channel. All my streams save there afterwards, and I usually put the timestamp in the comments below when stream is over. Okay, so for your current energy, we have the octopus. For your possible future, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And for your advice card, we have the Page of Strength. Okay. Okay. With this octopus energy, I don't know if right now you maybe feel like your energy is kind of torn in different places. Like maybe you're feeling here and there, maybe you're busy, maybe you're struggling balancing different parts of your life. That's often what I see with this octopus energy is like, you know, the 8 arms, a lot's going on. Maybe you're thinking about a lot as there's colors up in the head. Maybe there's something about what the ideas in your head aren't quite matching your reality around you. Maybe you have like an idea about what you want to be doing with your life right now, and maybe you're kind of just like, I don't know, maybe you're kind of confused, or I don't know, there's just something about like things not feeling things not matching up, I guess, to the vision you have or what you want. Maybe you're also kind of thinking about, maybe you're unsure of what you want. This could be about something specific, or it just could be in general, kind of like your energy. Like maybe you're kind of at a point in your life where you're like, I don't know, questioning things, like maybe with connections or your job or whatever it may be. Maybe you're kind of thinking to yourself, do I need a change? Do I want something different? Because maybe, yeah, because I also just, so this is a water type, and it makes me think of like, you know, the cups, emotions, connections with others. Like maybe on the outside, like things are kind of fine, you know, like, you know, maybe your life's like somewhat consistent or whatever, but like internally, maybe there's like a part of you that's kind of like, I wish my life were more fulfilling. I wish there was more. Oh wow, I flipped straight to it. Okay, well here's the octopus page. So, the keywords are reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and directions. Ooh, okay, the reaching and yearning, that kind of matches up to what I was saying. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind, paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. When in balance, interested, engaged, intelligent. When out of balance, needy, clingy, lacks courage. To bring into balance, space to oneself, talk therapy. So yeah, I guess you'll have to see. I think that's up to you whether the like boundaries part resonates for you. That could definitely be an aspect that resonates. Like, maybe you're unsure, like this could talk about your connections of like you're unsure how to properly connect with people, or maybe there's just like a certain struggle with that, certain boundaries, whether it's you or other people, and just like being uncertain about that. But honestly, yeah, I was initially feeling it was more like you're just unsure about where you stand right now, like where you're floating to, like where, like you just kind of have your energy in all these different places. Maybe you're thinking a lot, like maybe you need to take a breather or a moment to like rest your mind. Maybe focusing more on like your emotional self rather than like, I don't know, maybe it might be good for you to like do something you enjoy, like give yourself a break, like watch a show or do a hobby or activity. Like, I don't know, because I feel like there's just like this focus on things that maybe you're thinking a lot about, or maybe things that are exhausting you, maybe your responsibilities. So yeah, that's a bit of advice I'm seeing here. Space to oneself, talk therapy. Yeah. Okay. Now with your possible future in the Six of Cups in reverse, remember, anytime I talk about the future, take it with a grain of salt. Future's always changing, energy's always changing. I could be right, I could be wrong. But yeah. Oh, it's interesting. I almost see it as like, I do see this as like a lot of change. Kind of relating like back to this, like I feel like you feel like something needs to change. Whether it's with a relationship, your life in general, like you're wanting something. There's something there that maybe, I don't know if you feel like you're missing or you're just, I don't know, but I see you almost like, it's like these cups and these are things that used to maybe fulfill you in your life, your past, things relating to your past, your childhood. And I see you like emptying these cups out to make space for new things. So yeah, maybe there's some things that are gonna start to change in your life and maybe by you directly or just around you. And I think it's good for you to know that those things are happening so you can have those new opportunities and energies and experiences to enter your life. So if things start to feel a bit rocky or uncertain and there's a lot of change happening, just know that that's for your benefit and it's to help you progress in your life, especially if you feel like it's time for new energy to enter in. Okay, and with your advice with this Page of Strength, let's see what this is. Where is that? Page of Strength. Here it is. Ah, okay. So, it takes energy to do something awesome. Go for it. Engage your free spirit and follow your passion. Okay. Follow your passion. This feels like a theme for today. Like, if you are feeling unsatisfied with the things in your life right now, Dragonwolfen, do things that excite you. Maybe you have ideas, things you're wanting to do, but maybe you're like, oh, that's not realistic. Maybe you're like, I don't have time or the money for that thing. But I feel like it's very possible for you to find the things you're looking for. And maybe part of it is like, you don't know what you're passionate about. You don't know what things you're wanting. So maybe part of that is finding that. But if there is something, ideas or a spark or something that, because again, it's going back to that octopus, the yearning. If there is something of that sort, like the card says, go for it. Make space for it. Take a risk to do that. Because it's worth it. It'll be worth it. Follow the things you're wanting. Be bold enough and brave enough to do that. Maybe, I know some people, or honestly, I know so many people feel like they can't do the things they love, for example, as a job, because they're like, oh, that's a hard career to do, or that's not realistic to, like, for example, like, creative people, like, there's so many people who would love to do, like, art or music or certain things, like, for a job. And so many people are like, give up on themselves too early, I think, and don't take that chance. So I think it doesn't have to be something as big as that, or it could be something completely different, but that's just an example. Like, just know that you can create those opportunities for yourself, and you're very much worth it. If that's the path you want, that's the thing you're choosing, you can absolutely figure out a way for yourself to do that. Even if you're not sure what the right steps are, just taking one step at a time, one day at a time, and going towards the things you want, I think is really important in life. And I think so many people get discouraged, and I completely understand. But I mean, I guess I could use me for an example. I have grown so much in just a year of streaming than I could ever have imagined. I have made friends, you know, I make money from this, and it's because I followed my passion, despite how scary and uncertain it was. It turned out all right for me, and I know it can be the same for you too, Dragonwolfen. Yeah, I mean, like, for example, like I was saying, like, being mainly a tarot streamer, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna make friends on here. I don't know if that's possible. But now I have so many streamer friends and just friends I've made through this platform, and I'm very grateful for that. And I had no idea how that was gonna happen, but things work out like that. And they can for your life as well. So just trust that and just go for things and try out things, and, you know, give yourself the chance to, you know, it's definitely worth it in life. You know, don't hold yourself back when you don't need to, okay? Hi, Spiritual Princess. Hello, hello, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end your reading, Dragonwolfen. I really hope this resonated and helped you in some way. And yeah, remember, you can rewatch anytime over on my YouTube channel. Yeah, hope that was what you needed to hear. But yes, hi, Spiritual Princess, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good, I'm back from a streaming break. And I'm happy to be back. I'm excited to be doing tarot again. Yeah, you're very welcome, Dragonwolfen. I'm glad you're doing well, Spiritual Princess. So Dragonwolfen. Oh, I see. Everyone needs. Yeah. yeah, especially since I do tarot all the time, and I was just doing a lot. And also I was celebrating Thanksgiving and seeing family and stuff, so you know, I was like, I'll take a break. You know, I was doing a lot of tarot streams and also recording readings for people, and then I was also making TikToks and YouTube shorts and other responsibilities in my life as well, and I was like, I need a break. But yeah, I feel a lot more refreshed and I'm happy to be back to it. But yeah, okay. We are gonna go on a ad break. As I do between readings. I think we'll do at least one more freebie, unless someone wants to donate for a reading. But yeah, if you haven't already, you can join the freebie queue. !join on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you can ask and I'll add you. If you're wanting a guaranteed reading during stream, you're welcome to donate to my Kofi. It's prioritized. You also get more cards. Because yeah, I choose my free readings randomly, if you didn't know. I think there's a few people I have to remove on the queue though, because they're not here anymore. Can I do multiple people? Let's see, who else was in the queue? There was a couple. I'm bidding on YouTube. I can add you to the queue. I'm gonna go on an ad break in a moment though, but we shall choose someone after. Thank you for the list. I was about to do that. Okay. Okay, that person wasn't here. Alright, remove. We like went down. I gotta. And that. Okay, let's see if I can do multiple people. Oh, it only does one. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got this. Wait, did it do it? Okay, yes. And then who else was it? Okay. Do the thing, maybe? Okay. Ad break thing. Okay, I will be right back. Hello, I am back. Hello, hello. Okay. Thank you for following, Spiritual Princess. I really appreciate that. Yippee! I'm just a couple more follows away from getting my 300 follower goal, and then I'm gonna do a chibi model debut when I hit 300 followers. I'm like so close, guys. Literally just a couple more on Twitch. Hi Sherby. Hi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. All right. We are gonna choose the next freebie. Let me make sure I add this person on YouTube real quick before I forget. I don't think I did. Let's see, Viti. Okay, cool. So yes, join the freebie queue. I think this might be the last freebie for today. But donation readings are always open throughout the entire stream. Yeah, okay. Alright, who is gonna be the next freebie? Let's see. You got Spiritual Princess, Sherby, and Viddy in the queue. Alright, let's see. Who's it gonna be? Okay. The spirits have chosen. Oh, I'm not doing that right. There we go. Okay, Sherby! It's gonna be you. You've been chosen. That's very lucky you just got here. So yeah, let me know what your question is. And if you'd like, you can choose from one of my freebie spreads right here. And yeah. Let me write you down and put away these other cards. You came just in time. And if anyone did not get a free reading today, no worries. I try to do tarot streams 2 to 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, sometimes Fridays. I am doing a Root TTRPG on Thursdays now. So I think I'm more likely to stream tarot on Mondays and Wednesdays now. If you would like to join my Discord server, you're welcome to join. The link is in the Twitch chat that I'm about to put. It's 18 plus, and don't forget you have to react to the rules in the server, in the rules section, to see the rest of the server. So if you ever join and it's just like, you're like, where's all the stuff? It's because you have to react to the rules in order to do that, to see the rest of it, so yeah. And of course, like I said, donation readings are open the entire stream. Why did the goal not update? Iro donated earlier. It did not show up on the screen, I just realized. But yeah, Sherby, let me know what kind of reading you're wanting. And yeah. Let me put these away. I get B. I think that suits it. I don't know. In general or love and other connections? General. Okay, so either advice, situation, obstacle, advice, current energy. Is there like a specific situation or thing you would like me to focus on? I'm feeling more B for you. But I will leave that up to you. Okay, we shall do B then. So that is advice, situation. Okie dokie. Alrighty, I'm gonna shuffle your cards first, and then I will show you everything once I'm done. Alright, we are gonna do this one, because this is the one I feel like using. Okay, what does Shirley need to know? Oh, these cards are so satisfying to shuffle. Okay. Situation. Oh, okay, that one came right out. Ooh, this is a cool card. Okay. Obstacle. Whoa, that one flew to the ground. Hold on. Ooh, okay. And the advice. Has something not messed about. We shall see. Yeah, they were like, we're getting to the point. And you know what's funny? Because I was using my dice to help me choose the next person, and it just kept... It went on your numbers so many times in a row that I was like, alright, message clear. Okay. Advice. Yep, sometimes it's very, very clear. Oh, interesting. I got this card earlier. Okay. Let us Oh, get your timestamp. Okay. I'm nervous. Well, make sure take a deep breath, Sherby. It'll be okay. Thank you. Your energy is so calming. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm told that a lot by many people in my life. I am a pretty calm person. Okay, so Sherby, your timestamp is 2 hours, 45 minutes, and 1 second. So, since I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube right now, if you ever want to rewatch your reading, you can do so over on my YouTube channel. All my streams save there afterwards, and I usually put the timestamp in the comments below when stream is over. That's interesting. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, so the first reading was 45 minutes and 1 second, and your reading is 2 hours and 45 minutes and 1 second. Like, exactly. That's crazy. That's 2 hours apart exactly. I'm gonna add that to the angel number counter because that's crazy. The same timestamp, just 2 hours apart. That's crazy. Okay. For your situation card, we have the Hermit. For your obstacle, we have the 10 of Cups. And for your advice card, we have the 5 of Swords. Okay. Okay, with this situation and just overall the vibe I'm getting, I'm wondering if you're having like a struggle with some sort of connection in your life, possibly multiple connections. This feels like it's related to other people. I think with this Hermit energy, you might be kind of stressed out and might be going towards your, like, might be curling like towards, what am I trying to say? Towards, like, your, wow, why can I not say the words I'm trying to say? It's like in my brain and I can't speak it. Like your inner world, you're turning inward instead of outward. Almost like you're kind of in this energy of like maybe being more reserved or like even hiding. I think there's some fear here as well. Okay, let's see what this Hermit says for this guy. Where's the Hermit? Okay. The Hermit. Being a light unto yourself and finding your own way through the darkness. You know what? I feel like pulling another card for you, Sherby. For this. I'm gonna pull another card for you. Sorry, every time I shuffle on camera, I do it terribly. I don't know, it just feels needed. I just need... There's something else. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, I should have said something before. Okay. Okay. I need you to know. So this is the card I just pulled. I kept seeing this card when I was shuffling, and even while I was laying down, this was at the bottom of the deck. And I noticed this card. And then that's crazy. That's the one I shuffled. I kept looking at it. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's crazy. And I didn't even realize it was the High Priestess. What the heck? Okay. So we got the High Priestess. You know, I looked at her because for a second I thought this was Snow White for some reason. I think it's literally just because the color, like the dark hair, I saw like red up here. This is definitely not Snow White, by the way, but I don't know. Okay, so you are on a journey right now that is very personal, very difficult. I think you're trying to follow what feels right to you. You're trying to follow your heart, your intuition, but I think you might be being judged by others. Maybe you feel judged, or it just might be a difficult thing to do. Wow, these are both major arcana cards. You know, the Hermit is about like turning inward and reflecting, taking time for yourself. The High Priestess is a very spiritual card. It also talks about sometimes there being like something unknown entering your life, or something that's there that like a secret. I don't know if maybe you have a secret that you're trying to keep. Maybe you are trying to be authentic in a world that feels like makes you feel like it's difficult to do that. I'm also noticing how they both have these wands or like staffs, and I think that's a message of remembering the power you have as a person, the power you have as an individual, and that you deserve to be in charge of your own life. Maybe you're doing things right now that people are judging. That's what I keep getting, like, I don't know if people are like heavily judging you, or you're afraid of that. Or maybe you've made decisions in your life that were based on pleasing other people or just for other people's sake rather than for your own sake. But I think you're realizing now, and you're wanting to make choices for yourself, to live life for you and not just for others, not just to please others. And I think that's difficult because maybe you feel stressed because, I don't know, maybe certain people rely on you, maybe even in an emotional sense. And maybe that's all you've known, is supporting others. But when it comes to just you, maybe you've really struggled knowing yourself, giving to yourself, allowing yourself to receive good things, wanting good things for yourself, feeling deserving of good things. This is your life, and you deserve to live it how you want. You deserve to be who you want, to love who you want, to express yourself the way you want. I feel like you're really stressed out right now. And you're maybe not sure where to go from here. Maybe you're uncertain. I don't know if this has to do with family. Because 10 of Cups is the happy family card. And this is your obstacle. So I don't know if this has to do with your actual family, or maybe people who feel like family. Hi, the Fangirl on YouTube. Or Fangirl. Oh, that said Fang. Hello, thank you. Thank you for the compliment on my model. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, this feels like it could be related to family. And I don't know if maybe you are kind of like the black sheep of your family, or are moving or doing things that, you know, maybe your family doesn't approve of, or it's just causing some sort of strain, and you feel very scared and you don't know how to move forward. Let's look at what it says for the 10 of Cups. So that's your obstacle. It says, okay, the word is divine love. I think it's so difficult, I think. I've never done this before. I never know who I am now. That it is, I'm sorry, Sherby. I wish I could give you a hug. I heard self-respect in my head. I think there's something about you need to choose yourself at the end of the day and have self-respect. And I don't know, maybe it's a situation where you kind of need to pull away from your family for your own well-being, and that might be very hard. And, you know, that choice is completely up to you. However, I do feel like you're suffering, and you don't deserve that. I don't know if, like, maybe you're worried of making the choice of, like, going no contact. I don't know if it's that kind of situation, but you know what I was thinking of at the beginning of your reading? I got a really specific memory about people who are no longer in my life, like friends I used to have. I got a specific memory, so it's making me think of like past and stuff, right? And how painful that is still for me. And this is not an easy thing, but I want you to know, Sherby, that there is people who will support you and will love you the way you deserve if you don't already have people like that. And you can't keep surrounding yourself with people who are just completely unsupportive or whatever it may be. You need to have, yeah, that's why I keep hearing self-respect. You need to do things for yourself and choose yourself at the end of the day. And that might be scary and hard, but I want you to know that you will receive the support and love, if not from your family, then from other people who will feel like an actual family. I'm the one that seeked out my autism diagnosis, and now it feels like I'm the burden. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you feel like that. You are not a burden. You are who you are for a reason, Sherby. You should not feel ashamed, and I'm sorry if you do feel ashamed, and that's something I can relate to. Feeling like a burden. But just know that that's not the truth. That's not the truth. And I need you to know that even if things are a bit strained with your family now, like I said, like, it's not selfish. And the way you are, the way your brain is, the way you are, that's who you are. That's not, I guess it's not your fault, you know? Like, you're not a burden. That's you. And I'm sorry if those people are making you feel like you are trouble just by being there, just by being how you are. But I want, like I said, going back to like, if you need to pull away from those people, if possible, or it's okay to do that. It's okay to choose yourself. Because you will find people who will be very loving and accepting of you, especially after, you know, getting that diagnosis, and who will not make you feel like a burden. Okay? And I know that might be hard, especially if you don't have anyone like that right now. But I want you to know it is possible, and those people will show up for you. Okay? And if you do have people like that, please lean into those connections and know you are not a burden just for existing. Choose myself. I deserve to seek out respect. Having self-respect for you. Yes, exactly. Because once you start having self-respect and choosing yourself, other people will choose you and respect you, and you will attract that energy. You're so kind and loving, Sherby. And I'm so sorry that you felt like a burden, because you aren't. I know that a lot of neurodivergent people struggle with that, especially just with society in general, living in a society that is not built for you, and feeling shame for that. I can relate to that so much. But just know that that's not the truth, okay? You have so many amazing, loving, beautiful qualities about you, especially about being neurodivergent, that should be celebrated and appreciated, and that are, like I said, beautiful and not something to be ashamed of. With your advice card with this 5 of Swords, let's see, I want to look at that page again. I think I looked at it earlier, but I have power and strength to create my own life. Exactly, you do. And see, you already like know these things and have these things inside of you. You need to take the steps to actually really pursue and embody that, because you deserve that, okay? Give yourself that permission. You don't need anyone's approval. You will find the people who will appreciate you. Maybe you're spending a lot of energy like trying to explain yourself to your family. Maybe you're just getting shut down. And I think it's kind of like that thing of like, maybe some battles aren't always worth it. I think it's more worth it to focus on you. Obviously, don't just let people walk all over you, right? Like, still have boundaries and stuff, and do what you need to. But at the same time, I think it's more worth your energy to just focus on you and focus on finding that community and space. My mom understands what my dad and sisters. Yeah. And that's hard, and I'm sorry. I do get that. But the best thing you can do, and the one thing you can control, is yourself. You know, and people can change, and I'm not saying like, you know, that's kind of up to them, right? That's up to them. But you don't need to spend so much time trying to prove yourself to them or convince them or doing all of that, you know, like, especially if you're just running in circles. You deserve to just finally focus on yourself and put energy towards yourself. You know, some battles aren't always worth the energy it takes. But I want you to know, Sherby, I know you're really stressed about this right now, but you absolutely are going to figure this out. You literally have the Hermit and the High Priestess, 2 individuals who have a focus in knowing of following their own path and figuring things out, even if the path isn't clear. They are trusting their intuition, trusting themselves. And that's what you need to do. So just trust yourself and try not to stress too much about the future. Just focus on today, Sherby. Focus on today, the present, because that is what's happening right now. And you can think about the future all you want, but nothing's gonna happen till the only thing that's happening is now, you know, so focus on that. Okay? Okay. You got this, Sherby. I'm sorry you've been stressing about this, but like I said, you are more than capable of getting through this and figuring it out, okay? That's crazy. The High Priestess came out. The future not written, and I can change that. Exactly. I know, and I also think it's crazy how I saw this card before I even like shuffled it. It was crazy, but yeah, so many signs and synchronicities here. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end your reading though, Sherby. You got this. Stand tall, stand strong. Remember, you are not a burden. You are very loved, and you deserve to feel that way, okay? Okay. Yeah, thank you for stopping by and trusting me. And remember, you can rewatch anytime over on my YouTube channel with that timestamp I gave you. Thank you, I have the power. Yes, you do. And thank you for the extra card. Of course, of course. You're very welcome. Hi, Fangirl. Sorry, I got a little focused. I see you've been typing the chat. You have a really nice voice too. Super calming. Sorry I'm new here. Oh, no worries. Thank you for the compliment. Yes, lots of people tell me that. The losing friends thing resonated with me too, as someone who feels like that along with the disordered part. You got this. Just be kind to yourself. The universe will give what you need. You will be okay. Aw, yeah, that's very sweet. Aw, Sherby. Someone in the YouTube chat's sending you some nice messages. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that as well. But, yeah, that's very sweet. Thank you, the fangirl. Okay. We are gonna go... Well, actually... Okay, we're gonna do an ad break, as I do between readings. And then... donation readings are still open, but I think that was the last free reading I'm gonna do for today. So I will give... During the ads on Twitch, I will give you anyone, if anyone wants to donate on my Kofi for a guaranteed reading, 5-card reading, you're welcome to. It's okay if not, but I'll give a little bit of time for that, and if not, we'll probably raid someone after the ads. So it would mean a lot to me if you sticked around for the raid and help me support whoever we decide to raid or whatever, unless we get a donation reading. But yeah, we're gonna go on a quick little break, and then we'll figure out what we're doing. am back. Last call for any donation Kofi readings. Free readings are closed now. I think that I did the last one for today because I'm gonna end stream soon. But if anyone wants to do like a last minute Kofi donation reading, you're more than welcome to. Completely optional though. You do get more cards and reading guaranteed. But yeah, I think we might actually look for someone to raid if no one wants a donation reading, which is completely okay. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. It would mean a lot on the Twitch side if you would stay for the raid. You don't have to stay and watch the whole time, but it would mean a lot if you stayed and helped me support someone. Let me put the cards away. And then we'll get to that. But I do think I have some friends live, so let's see. Hi Annie on YouTube. I did close the free readings for today, but fear not, I do free reading streams weekly. Mondays, Wednesdays, sometimes Fridays. Kind of depends. But yeah. Okay, let's see. I know who we're gonna raid. I hear my dog whining. Okay. Oh, are we back? Hello? Okay, I think I don't know what happened. It disconnected for a second. Okay, we're gonna raid Botan. Okay, I'm glad I was really sad if we weren't gonna be able to. Okay, we're gonna raid Botan. So the first message is for followers. If you're a subscriber, you can use the second one. But yeah, thank you all for joining me today on my first stream back. I love you all very much. Thank you for the support. Let me do my Discord link in case anyone else wants to join that real quick. There's a Discord link in the chat there, and yeah, okay. I will see you guys tomorrow for the root session number 3. Yeah, okay, go give Botan all the love. Botan is one of my besties, so she's amazing. I love her so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.